Well, it's time for our next round in round 3. We've got 3 more rounds to come. Brandon Smith and Ryan Pessoa guiding you through this. Again, keep in mind that the LALIGA FC Pro Open, this will not conclude the group standings by any means, Ryan. But what it will do is give us a great indication of how tomorrow is going to look. Because only 24 of the 37 can keep their season alive, and they can head to the all-important LALIGA FC Pro Cup.
Yeah, absolutely. He already missed the opening goal as well, falling the way of LGR Pichelto. And he's about to potentially get goal number 2. Jude Bellingham in behind. Got to score.
Should have scored.
Got to score that.
How hasn't he scored is the question we're asking there. There's the corner. Flick down on a play again. It is Alex Romero, just his team of the week item that's being the hero again there. He comes off his line that time. Does get 2 hands on it. Punches it back into the dangerous area. And where's this one going to end up?
Thought there was going to be an advantage for a little nudge there. Edge of the box didn't work out. Neat can defend it and start an attack of his own.
We might have a replay for you in just a second of the goal that we have missed in this game. Real Valladolid putting pen to paper with a new pro this year. Formerly, against Neat, he's playing against his former club, isn't he?
I found that I actually completely forgot that is such a big factor coming into this game as well. Not only are 2 players that you'd argue, for LJL, of course, 3 points on the board, winning last minute against Flippercito. But for Neat, 1 point? I believe it's 1 point on the, out of a possible.
It was Neat as well who won. He won the LALIGA FC Pro with Real Valladolid. Now he sits on the opposite side of his former team, playing for Atletico Madrid.
There's a lot riding on this game. For either player, if they do have the ambitions of finishing in the top 8, it's a must-win game for both players, in my opinion. LGR has the better chances in terms of finishing in that top 8 just because he's got more points right now and he's leading in this game. But for Neat, 1 point from a possible 6. He lost to Hidalgo, drew 7-7 in his round 2 game. And it just doesn't get easier playing against somebody like LJR, coming off of a last-minute win as well.
Corner. Played short as he tries to rework the chance round. Of course, this isn't the only game taking place in this round. There are 6 matches in total. You've got Mallorca against Real Betis, Javik against Dayu. Dayu desperate to get some wins on the board, by the way. He's just come off the back of an 8-1 thrashing to mark 11. Andoni, off the back of his result against Nicolas, taking on Cordoba and Chechu. Santi Ram against Chusita. Poli Chris against Daniel Aguilar. And Raquelme against Jay Lyon, who I still can't believe, by the way. Raquelme, he played a 5-back against Neat. Neat was 7-4 up in the game, and Summer with a 5-back. He came back and drew the game 7-7, Ryan.
That is unbelievable. Pires in behind here for LJR. Can't get that ball over to Cruyff in the middle.
Tell you what, though, it's been a one-way traffic at the moment, hasn't it, from Leandro Pichelto? Of course, the brother of Diogo Pichelto. The two, of course, have played as teammates. They've been to many pro events. Both competing for different teams, in fact. Even played in the French League One. To give us a brilliant through ball into Gareth Bale. Can he find the cutback? He goes on his own. He does so well, Neat. I'll be honest, I thought he may have overworked that ever so slightly, overcooked the chance.
That's always a common theme with Neat, though, like in terms of whether you see it as overplaying or playing for the perfect chance. He tends to do it more often than not. He won't go for what may seem like the obvious pass across the box. Like here, I feel like he could have driven past it here. Doesn't, does the cancel, plays it back to Yamal, and it does result in the equaliser. So who are we to say that he's wrong, you know?
And after all that pressure, the Real Valladolid did build up. It doesn't mean anything in the end because Neat has just tied us up all square. And we can see the chat. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, welcome into the LALIGA FC Pro. This is day 1 of the regular season. Who is your prediction to go and win the whole thing? If I had to tell you that right now, Ryan, could you give me a name, do you reckon? Could you give me 2 names?
It's so far away.
It's far away, but I'm going to go. I think Nicolas will be one of them.
Okay.
I mean, so boring, but I think Nicolas will be obviously in there. But who's my other player going to be?
I'm going to say Nathan Assar.
Do you reckon? Will PH in get there?
He's up there as well.
I mean, chat, get involved as well. Who do you think is going to win the Liga FC Pro? Remember, there's a cup and there's a league format. Nathan SR, oh my, what a goal that is, by the way. That's Chusita going in front over there. I need to see that on the replay to see exactly what happened.
Ball roll inside. Pedri.
I think that's him conceding or scoring. They're playing the red strip.
Yeah, it is. Beautiful finesse as well from Chusita against Santiram there. That made it 2-0 in favour of Chusita. Of course, other games going on. Sierra Kelme up against Jay Lyon as well.
Someone in the chat saying Tuga, he's having a great year. If there was a year for him to go on and push further, it could be this year.
I wouldn't be against that as well. Tuga's been very, very impressive throughout the season, in my opinion. As I said earlier, it's the best I've seen him in years. Genuinely, 3-4 years maybe.
I mean, there's so many shouts, isn't there? So many international players that have come in this year. Leandro Peixoto is worth a shout. Nathan SR worth a shout. PH I see him going far, but I don't know if I see him winning. Same goes for Tuga as well. I do see him getting far, but it's that extra sort of 5-10% you need that a Nicholas might have.
I agree on that.
I also just see like a run this year, Ryan, of just a Spaniard that's been in this tournament for a long time.
I was going to say Polly Chris, I'm a massive fan of. Offensively on this game, he's so good, so great to watch, entertaining. Does he have that extra to win it?
Hugo Sanchez, maybe. Like,
yeah, he's been incredible.
He's had some good runs before.
He's top as it's, well, obviously now there's 3 games, but he was top at the end of round 2 based on goal difference as well. Definitely in the conversation.
This could be another chance, couldn't it? It's a ball through. Leandro Peixoto trying to find the extra flick when he wanted. Updates over here. We've got Dayu in front against Javik, 2-1. Dayu was leading that game.
Oh, it's lovely.
Can he make the most of this? Neat. Keeper comes out flying. Jan Black will actually prevent the Atletico Madrid player from going 2-up. Cruyff. Links back with Pedri. Then Yamal will try and get through to have the shot at goal. He wins a corner. Let's see where that one ends up. There's your touchdown, and it's not the best of touches from Yamal, is it?
Yeah, someone you'd expect maybe to bring it down a little bit better than that, but the ball came a bit of speed and it was in close proximity to him. Let's jump on over to game number 2 and see what's going on over there. Javik versus Dayu, 2-2 right now. You mentioned Dayu wanting to respond after... What was this scoreline you said? Was it 8-1 or 10-1 against...
8-1.
It was 8-1 against Mark 11.
He literally said to me, Ryan, when I spoke to him in the players' lounge after the game, he went, I am so bad. And I went, all right, yeah, you might have lost your first 2 games, but you've still got 4 games left. Even if you can get together some points and a bit of a run, there is every chance you could get in that top 24, Ryan.
Yeah, sorry, side note, again, what you asked about winning, I completely forgot about Mark 11. He's someone that's up there. There's so many players in there.
That's what I'm saying. Mark 11, one of those international names as well.
I even forgot. But yeah, I understand for Dayu, when you're not performing well and you've come off of a drubbing, it's very natural to feel despondent and sort of dejected. But
the only good thing on that, Ryan, is that you do have about an hour
Agreed.
or 2 hours between games to refresh your mentals, to say the least. There's 2-2 in this game. I've got a question for you and the chat about the drafting restrictions. There's 3 icons, right?
Yep.
That have all been chosen just once out of the 37 different teams and players.
Okay.
Penalty. This is what happened earlier on, by the way. This was a penalty for Real Betis to tie the game up at 2-2, which Dayu did do here with Marcus Rashford over the chance. So, yeah, sorry, the question is, there's 3 icons that have only been chosen once across, I guess, 3 different teams.
Maradona.
In the 37. Maradona is one of them.
Yep.
Maradona's one. Can you or the chat tell me who are the other 2 icons that have only been chosen once? I think one of them could catch you out.
Thuram?
No.
Cruyff? Like the 87 Cruyff?
He's been chosen twice.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Oh, wow. Dayu, 3-2 up.
This is a tough one, Brandon. You know.
What are the 3 icons? Only been chosen one. I'll give you the nationalities, all right?
All right, go on.
I mean, it'll probably give it away. I don't know if I want to give you the nationalities.
No, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'll give you positions.
Go on.
Well, one's a cam. You got that right.
Yep, Maradona.
One's a centre mid.
I was going to say Beckham, but I feel like I've seen him more than...
One's a centre back.
How many times has Beckham been chosen?
More than once.
Centre back. Hold on a minute, Brandon. Wait, what's going on here? Why can't I think about... LALIGA icon.
Thuram's been chosen twice, by the way, coming back to that.
Yeah. Centre mid and centre back.
Centre mid, centre back, Cam, all icons. I think there is a chance for David Beckham chosen twice.
Okay, so I'm getting the ones that have been selected twice.
This will probably help you out quite a lot, Ryan.
Go on.
One of the icons is worth 3.1 million coins, and it's not Zidane. It's Zidane.
Oh, no, I promise you, I'm not even joking. I was going to say that. I promise. The winter wildcard.
Zidane, Maradona, and who's the last one? Zidane, Maradona, who is the last icon that's only been chosen once across all 37 teams? I'll give you a price point for him.
It's Cannavaro.
It is.
Yep.
950k, by the way, and someone's gone for him.
Do you know why? It's because he's playing there.
Is he playing in front of us?
If he wasn't there, I promise you, I would have never got that.
Mallorca that are using him, isn't it? It's Javik.
I was going to say Zidane, though. I promise you, but Cannavaro I would have never got.
By the way, for Javik, he's the only person using Vidat Mariki as well, of course. He's the Mallorca eSports pro representing his club. Half-time in this game. Dayu, 3-2 up. He's got to play of the month, hasn't he? He's been unbelievable.
He's been bagging goals.
Back to this game for a second. And it is 1-1. Neat against Leandro Peixoto over it.
I like that idea, though. The little outside of the boot cross. If it wasn't deflected, I actually think that would have led to a tap-in, you know.
What do you reckon for the top 8 then, Ryan? Tomorrow night, top 8. Give us 8 names. I reckon.
Do you want to go first?
I'll put Tuga in there.
I was going to say, yeah, Tuga's one of mine. Nicholas.
Tuga, Nicholas. Chat, get involved as well. 8 players you think are going to auto-qualify for the finals of the LALIGA FC Pro. I mean, we've only seen half the game. You think Nathan SR is going to go in there?
Nathan SR for me. I'm shameless as well. If Polychris is leading in this game, I'm saying Polychris.
Mark 11, in or out?
Polychris 4-1. Wow. Okay, never. Yeah, Polychris for sure for me. That's 9 points. Hugo Sanchez.
Polychris is in your top 8, yeah?
My top 8. Hugo Sanchez is there as well.
So you've gone for two Spanish players in there.
Auburn.
Right. Hold on a second. You only got 2 spots left. I'm going to agree on Mark 11. We're not throwing him shame. I think he has got a great chance still. I don't know if just because he lost his first opening game.
Yes, that is the one. Oh, that was weird. The goalkeeper didn't really animate there. Tucks it away.
I'm putting him in my top 8.
You think?
I think so.
Fair enough.
I think it would just squeeze in Leandro Peixoto.
That was such a weird finish, though. I don't really understand what happened with the animation. You can see the ball in behind is a standard. Jude Bellingham. Keeper just let it go past him. Why not? No animation.
But yeah, I think we're looking towards a lot of players that have just started really well today, that have won basically their first 2 games we've seen them, and those names are everyone that's on the list. Who else would you say? Final 2. If Leandro Peixoto had a question mark next to his name, who would be the other 2 players you think that are going to lock in to a top 8?
I think Di Fernandez.
Di Fernandez?
Yep.
And keep in mind, if you do get in the top 8, you will make your life so much easier. You qualify already for the LALIGA FC Pro finals. As Neat,
it's lovely.
He's looking for an all-important equaliser here.
Just carnage. Can't really get possession cleanly. Now he does. Plays it into Yamal. Beautiful stuff. Got to finish it.
Nacho Bayern or not?
I don't know. It's
that 8th spot's going to be it. That 7 and 8 spot are going to be interesting tomorrow.
That turn is ridiculous.
Oh, come on. You've got to find the finish.
Oh,
cut back. Oh,
beautiful.
Break that one down if we need to break a goal down.
That McGeady cancel, just to turn away from the defender, get space to run towards the byline. That pass across goal as well is perfect. Neat, sensational again. It's what we associate with him, though. The skillful, intricate goals. Right here, you'd expect him to maybe ball roll, finesse, but he just carries on going.
Well, it was only a matter of time, wasn't it, before Lamine Yamal was going to try and make something happen in the box. He was getting in the right areas. He was just lacking a finish. Two all square.
Who did you say your final player was there to make it into the top 8?
Well, I said Leandro Peixoto, which would have put us on 7, Ryan. So, all right.
I'm saying Di Fernandez.
You think Di Fernandez?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, that would leave one just on the outskirts, potentially a
Did
Nacho Abaya.
PA's in? Is the PA's
No,
in there?
we didn't put him in.
He'd be in there for me as well. I'll take out Jeff Peters. That's me personally.
I think PH in. Both Brazilians getting in to the finals off a really strong performance here.
Oh, he's on.
Oh, that's beautiful football.
It's caught him on.
Neat! 3-2 he leads. Finesse around the corner. Thank you very much for coming. And I'll tell you what, that was neatly done from the Spaniard who has been here before and won this tournament in back-to-back years. The timing of that through ball, Ryan, set Gareth Bale on his way to go and bag a brace. 2 in the last 5 minutes. Leandro Peixoto might not be on his way to a top 8.
See the game again between Javik and Dayu. Still level. This time it's 3-3 though. Just over 30 minutes to be played. But going back to that neat goal, I love that bit of build-up where you do... A lot of people do it. Flipacito done it a lot in that previous game against LGR as well. You do a 1-2 between 2 players, but you've also at that, just before you started that, you've triggered a run to the wide player. So like once they're running, you do a quick just sequence of passes. You can play a first time through ball and they're gone every single time.
Is there any other updates in our other games as well? Daniel Aguilar against Polly Chris, you said he's flying, isn't he? 4-1 he's leading, right?
Yep, he is absolutely flying. Someone else that is as well is Chusita. 6-1 lead against Santiram. So he's been dominant. Could we
Neat. On for a 4th here, Gareth Bale. Coming close to dropping the shoulder and finding the back of the net.
J-Line as well is also leading 4-2 against C. Raquelme.
Neat. There's 2 icons there linking in Bale and Xavi, who is the most popular of choices. Who do you think, in terms of value for money, Ryan, in terms of the icon selection?
Wait, free kick though. Dom, you don't think what is? Whoa, that was a huge draw.
That might have been Dayu. That's Dayu that's just scored that.
I think it gave Brandon a little jump scare.
Didn't know in a scare, mate, still. Well, in terms of value for money then, sorry, like in terms of an icon that's between 1 to 2 million coins, as Bale is on his way to get a hat-trick. Ball around the corner, Neat has really turned on, hasn't he?
That through ball is crazy.
Neat is finding his groove, and maybe at the right time.
See the puff of the cheeks there as well. He knows the 2-goal cushion against somebody like LJR is massive, but that pass to Bale is ridiculous. Completely cut through LJR's defence there. Sorry, you were speaking about the icons. Value for coin.
Value for coins. If you were to have an icon that costs, say, 1 to 2 million coins, and I'll give you a few in that category.
Is it Xavi?
Xavi is in there. Gareth Bale. Bruchagueno. To be honest, by that point, you're sort of spending more than 3 million coins afterwards.
It's Xavi for me. I think the play styles...
I mean, we could throw Cannavaro in there, but I don't think he's going to get much of a mention.
The only thing Xavi's missing is a shooting play style. He has game changer, sorry. If he had a low driven or a finesse, it's fortunate. It's going to be tucked in. And Andoni has to be very, very grateful there because that could have easily not led to that opportunity for him to score.
If that Xavi wasn't of a promo, didn't have, X play styles and Y and Z, what do you think the scenario would be, looking at these teams now?
You'd have to just go with somebody else. Maybe we see De Jong.
Could you go for like I'm trying to think, a hero that...
Fabregas? He's that...
Yeah. Or would you just spend bigger on...
But I think, actually...
Because you've got the issue of you got the issue of the Barcelona Real Madrid, 3 players per club.
I don't think Fabregas could have been used because his hero items is Prem.
Yeah.
So I don't think, you wouldn't be able to use that.
It has to be just a La Liga.
Yeah, for the heroes, yeah.
guess that's one for the chat. Who could be a good La Liga centre-mid hero? I mean, Guti, I doubt, probably fits that, but
It's not great. He's okay,
no.
but nothing special.
I'm sure at some point we'll be checking in with Richard Buckley for a lowdown on everything that is happening around the games. 6 games taking place at the same time.
Yeah, he seems to be really locked in on a certain game. I'm wondering which one Richard Buckley's got his eye on. But
Oh, I don't know where he's looking, because everywhere we look, Ryan, goals are going in. There's one back for Leandro. I mean, Neat might be having flashbacks, not as bad as it was before against his previous opponent in C. Raquel. He was 7-4 up in that game and has no right to go and throw away the lead. I mean, this is a very different scenario, a very different player in front of him. He's got just over 12 minutes left to see this one out, Ryan.
Yep.
It would certainly shake up the standings, wouldn't it, if he was to pick up 3 points here?
I think for LGR as well, he's had that taste of a last-minute win. Could he do something in this game to try and salvage it? A point would be an unbelievable result from the position of being 4-2 down to turn the game on its head.
Cruyff. Still with it.
Oh,
Pedri,
it's
extra
opened up.
pass. There's De Jong. What a save from Alex Romero.
Opened up. I'll be honest, I thought that was definitely going to be the equaliser. De Jong maybe could have done something a little bit differently. It's harsh to say, but he's prodding forward again. Gets the ball to Yamal. He's going to go for a finesse. I was about to say, but he doesn't. I think the finesse is the best option there.
Only one goal in this one. What a ball that is forward again. He's just catching the left back off guard there, isn't he?
Has to go back. Aggressive team pressing and offside traps there from LJR. You can see the player switching as well with the right stick, trying to push players forward manually to intercept and cut those passing options down.
When you're in this scenario, Ryan, you're in a winning position, but you know what you're up against in terms of how the game currently feels. I mean, surely you're not thinking, I'm going to sit on a 1-0 lead. You're probably going to need another one.
You can't try and play for last attack from the 84th minute. It's going to end
In
one
9
way.
minute halves, it's not going to end well, is it?
Yeah, you're going to give away possession and probably end up conceding. But let's see, can LJR get...
Can he find that all-important pass to unlock the door? He might have just found it. Does well, Nick. Can he find the ongoing run of Yamal just offside? Has the ball back in. Instead, it will recycle back round.
Does so well.
Brilliant ball into Perez. Is he going to go on his own? Cuts it back. Extra pass.
Neat.
That is superb.
Rules all around in multiple different games here, but that is sensational from Neat, you know. That playing that extra pass, yeah, different.
That's like overkill, isn't it? It's the
But
extra
I said
pass to
that,
the
though,
extra
he does
pass.
that all the time. He's been doing that for years. But that time it's worked in his favour. Sometimes you could be a bit critical in instances where the shot is on and he's gone to pass it, he's lost possession, maybe conceded down the other end. That time, though, to seal the game in that fashion is unbelievable.
I mean, chat, I'm sure you can appreciate that one as well. Some of the chats were disrespectful.
Yeah.
It was...
it's rude. It's a rude goal.
It was rude from Nick. He's on his way to a huge 3 points there, which might even shake up our top 8 prediction. PA's in. Leandro Peixoto out by the looks of it. Over to this one now. Right, Dayu, you wouldn't think he's not won a single game today, Ryan. He's 6-3 up.
What a way to respond as well. You said how he was telling you how bad he was. That's a terrible possession play there anyway, but he's won it back. 3 points on the board if he sees this out. And it wouldn't be a terrible end to the day.
What have we got here? Made it 5-3 for Dayu.
That roar.
And that made it, I'm pretty sure, game over, to be honest, with how long is left in this one. Dayu is on his way to his first 3 points in the LALIGA FC Pro. Well, let's jump back to this one now. Is there any way back?
No chance. Beautiful play, though.
Maybe
you know
there is.
It's sensational play. There's just not enough time. It'll be 1 minute added on, I think, and that would just... You lose that in terms of just watching the replays and waiting for the kickoff and stuff. Like here, the seconds are ticking. Despite the clock not being shown, the seconds are ticking on. You're not going to get enough time if it's a +1. And then also, you're relying on Neat basically passing the ball to LJR.
I mean, he's done it before.
He's done it, but I just don't see it. This is a wonderful goal, though. The pass there is beautiful. Finesse. Tucks it away. It's just too little too late, in my opinion.
Well, there is really no excuse to throw this one away for Neat. Would be a huge 3 points for him.
It's going to be smart. Just wait. Don't need to pass the ball. Let the game pass it for you. That takes another... Oh, hold on. It's +3. All right, wait a second. I'll take it back a little. You never know.
Looks of it, this is going to be his final game of today as well for Neat. So really important that he does end with something to smile about.
There's not enough time unless Neat just gives him the ball. But +3, that stunned me there. I didn't expect it. He's done well to keep possession under the team press and constant press, and he's got the ball where he wants it. Ball over the top as well. It's going to be job done for Neat. Can he get something for goal difference purposes?
He might just do that.
Oh, huge tackle.
The amount intercepted, but that will do us for the game. Full-time result, big 3 points on the board for Neat. We'll see him again tomorrow. 3 more games he has to play. He'll be thinking, though, he should have had more than the points that he's on. He should never have given away the extra point against Raquelme. Let's jump to another game, though, for a second. Right, Dayu is 2 minutes away from his first win. Still got 3 games left tomorrow, right? I mean, it might not be the start that he would have wanted to, but at least he's going to sleep tonight with something on the board.
Yeah, getting something. You have to leave with something today. Going 0 for 3. Yes, as you said, 3 games still to go for tomorrow. You win all of those, you're probably in, but there's no room for error. You don't want to be in a position like that where there is no safety cushion. You have to win every single game. Beautiful bit of play as well for potentially more goals in favour of Dayu and Real Betis. Down the other end, that looked off. It was on. Oh no, it was offside. I was about to say.
Full-time result. And it's not going to be maybe the night that Xavi would have wanted to have here in Barcelona. They will pick up his first 3 points. Over here now, I mean, we've not been short of entertaining games here, right? Andoni is about to lose this game 7-6.
This will be a huge result for Tetu. If he can see this out, he's got to defend this onslaught from Andoni. Beautiful result.
Extra pass. Oh, he didn't need it. He went on his own with Cruyff.
That reverse pass. I think Cruyff has game changer, doesn't he? If you hold out 2 there and shoot, that's a goal.
Corner to come in. This is the last roll of the dice for Andoni. Cruyff punches it into the Celta Vigo forward, and there's not going to be the chance. Added time's been played. Chechu picking up a huge 3 points here against Andoni. He's going to climb up the table ever so slightly. And I believe there was only 1 game left to conclude from that round, Ryan, and it is one of your favourites, Polychris, who is 9-2 up. 9-2, Polychris is leading again. If you are joining us, this is the LALIGA FC Pro live from Barcelona. We are currently in the group phase, day 1 here. We've still got 2 more rounds to go, but the table is starting to have a bit of a gap now, isn't there, from the top 8 to the bottom 8?
It's looking pretty for a lot of, well, I say a lot for some players. If you're Polychris right now, goal difference sitting pretty. Points, even better, 9 points from a possible 9. It's been a great day, but as you said, starting to see players start to pull away, or some players being dragged into the mix of potentially being eliminated tomorrow.
Absolutely. As we said, look, by the end of play tomorrow, we'll find out our 24 teams going to the LALIGA FC Pro Cup, and our top 8 guaranteed already there. Stay with us, though. We've still got 2 more rounds of action to come. We're going to go back to the desk now of Nicole and the boys to break down what we've just saw there. I mean, look, the table's starting to have a bit of a gap here, Nicole.
Yeah, there is a gap forming indeed. Thank you, Brandon Ryan. Well, thank you so much, Richard Buckley. For anyone at home who wasn't sure what a gap looks like.
Correct.
That was a great illustration. This is why we have you here in Barcelona. If you're just joining us, I feel like you guys are slightly losing the plot, but it's because it's been a big, busy day, afternoon, very exciting, so much action. Quite a lot of big scorelines, a few big results as well. Polly Chris, by the way, we should absolutely talk about him because a huge day for him, top of the leaderboard. But shall we first chat about this one? This was our featured game, LJR Peixoto versus Neat. Now, this was one that I really had my eyes on. I don't know about you two, because LJR Peixoto, we know what he can do. He needed a win. He only had one win on the board so far. But Neat was not having a good day at all, Gravison. We heard what it ended up meaning to him here in the studio when he managed to get this win. But he very much needed to have a good performance in this one.
It's an interesting day for Neat because he played, in paper, his easiest match. The first one against Hidalgo, which was a loss, then against Terrikelme, which should have been another win. It was a draw. It was 7-7 as well. And it should have been a 6 out of 6 point situation playing against LJR Peixoto, in which if you lost that match, it wouldn't matter that much about the top 8 talk. But then he just lost everything, really. Well, he got a draw in the second match, but it felt like it was just continue to be alive in the competition for the top 8, or if he doesn't get the win against Leandro, that's it, and he got the win.
Yeah, I mean, did you hear Neat's reaction when he got, I think everyone down the street in Barcelona, Richard Buckley, probably heard that reaction.
Yeah, absolutely, and that shows how big of a result it was. Speaking of reactions, Dayu hit us with one as well that game. I mean, he gave it everything he's got. He spoke to Brandon earlier and he said he's been playing really poorly. He's not been playing good at all. And I think you saw it come out in this result. He was 2-0 down. He found his way back into the game and all 3 points went his way.
Yeah, we heard, like you said, Richard, we heard the elation coming from Dayu when he managed to get the win. Grav, it must be a funny one as a player when you know you're just not in good form and you're not feeling good, you're not feeling confident. So, I mean, maybe this will give him some confidence.
Yeah, for sure. When you're not playing at your best and you know you're playing poorly up to your standards, for me it's about surviving the day probably. Maybe if, okay, I'm not playing well, I might not get 3 wins, but at least if I get 3 or 4 points, I'm still alive.
I think you see here not only elation, Nicole, but also probably frustration with himself, anger with himself that he's not been playing well. Like, more maybe motivational at these celebrations because that shows what he can do. And we said at the top of the day, 6 points might get you through. As it's standing right now, a lot of people on 3. I don't think we can read too much into this. What we can read into is one player, 9 points from 9.
Woohoo! Polly Chris. 3 wins from 3, and also we should say, I know he's your friend Danny Aguilar, Graf, but a huge win for Polly Chris against Danny Aguilar. So, you know, he's looking really good and he's winning convincingly, Graf.
Flawlessly. I mean, not only that, but I think it was you, Richard, in the coming up to the second game. I thought Polly wasn't going to be the favorite, and then he got the win. Not only that, but against Danny, it was supposed to be a contested match, 9-2. It's a tough one for Danny, but I'm sure it's even tougher for Andoni. 0 points out of 9 possible. Who expected that? I didn't.
I know, I didn't. Are you going to claim that you did?
I'm not expected that. Well, I think we often sometimes look too historically, and I think you have to look. A lot of these, I say a lot, maybe I think when I was looking, about a third of these players aren't currently playing, for example, in the cups that are taking place in Europe West. They're not competing outside of Spain.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big thing. I think a lot of the players, Polly Chris is one of those players that's playing week in, week out at a very, very good level, and it's showing here.
Well, two men who we know all about from competing here in Spain, Richard Buckley, Zidane and Kone. This is our next featured game. Ooh, I'm looking forward to this. And this one will be interesting, Grav, because both of them have one win on the board. They've also lost one as well. To be fair to Kone, he had a really big win in that first game against Andoni, and then he lost to PH Zin, didn't he? So I think we'll let him off of that one. How do you see this match going?
I feel like if either one of them want to fight for the top 8, they have to win. If not, which I don't think any of them have the level to be at the top 8 when we end the day tomorrow, I feel like a draw might be enough. But when you're playing, you're not thinking about 1 point. You're always thinking about those 3 points. So maybe when it's the last kick of the game and it's 5 minutes left, you're thinking, well, a point, still good enough.
Yeah, what are you expecting quickly, Richard, from Zidane? I mean, he's won it all before.
He has won it all before. He sets himself very, very high standards. I think Kone wins this game.
Okay. I don't know why I find that so funny, Grab.
He was going one way, he went the other.
And then just pivoted. Absolutely fine. Well, I think we can hear from Zidane right now.
Yo no sé si voy a tener más oportunidades de competir en esta liga, ¿no? Pero mi objetivo sin duda es hacer un buen papel como siempre. ¿Por qué no disputar esos títulos? Por llevárnoslos a casa. En cuanto a la temporada pasada en esas competiciones, yo creo que el problema estuvo en el tema mental, el tema psicológico. No pasé por una buena racha, la verdad, y creo que en este caso este año sí llego bien, llego en calma, llego en paz, y yo al ser tan emocional creo que es muy importante eso. Pues con lo que me voy a quedar satisfecho es sobre todo con disfrutar estos partidos, que como ya bien te dije, no sé si puede que sean los últimos o no. Disfrutarlos, divertirme, pasarlo bien y sentir que lo he dado todo. Al fin y al cabo todos los ciclos se van acabando, ¿no? Uno no sabe cuándo le llega el momento y puede ser que vaya llegando mi momento ya.
Well, look, we can't wait for this one, but before we jump into it, Ryan, let's have a look at the drafts these players are using. Because what's interesting about Zidane, he's got 3 icons which he can use, but from what we can see, I mean, he's only using 2. We're looking at what? Is that just Robert Pires and Iniesta? Where's the other coins gone in this, by the looks of it?
It's gone to a few players, but Pedri primarily will take up the fair share of the budget. Unbelievable item. You can see the 3 playstyle pluses. He's got tech, he's got incisive, he's got tiki-taka, so he's an unbelievable option. Yamal as well, expensive. The whole team, I would say, I'm a big fan of, to be honest. The attacking section of this team is very, very good.
What do you make of these two here as well? Are they strong enough?
Bartra, one of the more selected options, got intercept plus. That's a decent. I think Aita is okay. I think having quick step on a fullback is very important. And the other options, Salgado does have quick step as well and intercept. You could toss a coin on which one you select for your starting team.
When you're low on coins, Ryan, in a situation like this where you need to go heavy on your forwards, your midfielders, your centre-backs, what do you need? As we change drafts here, we're going to look at his opponents. What do you need as a few key things from your left and right back, other than pace?
For me, obviously, I'm going to speak mainly about play styles. I think play styles are very important, more so than attributes and stats on this game. Bruiser, very important. Quick step and intercept on the fullback. Those 3, I would say.
And if you could have a play style plus of one, what would it be?
Bruiser, I would say. Bruiser or quick step, I think would be the option there. You can see the fullbacks for the selection here. Salgado, of course, he's not playing, right? Let's be honest here. He isn't going to be starting in that team. He will be taken out in Kone's draft. El Militao on the bench as well. You can see there's a lot of mix-up in terms of what players would be starting, but it's an incredible team going forward.
Well, one of the most popular players that everyone's been loving is Jude Bellingham. I think 32 squads he has been. He's the second most chosen player, the Thunderstruck player. What is it about him? I mean, look, he comes in quite pricey, but he's ever reliable and he seems like he can offer you pretty much everything. He is the complete midfielder.
For me, personally, I look for certain play styles as a centre mid. Tiki-taka, he's got. I love a shooting play style. He has that with low driven. Trivela alongside it is amazing as well. Incisive, sensational, intercept, tech, first touch, relentless. He's got basically the full package in midfield. And with his other items, he lacks finesse. He lacks incisive and tiki-taka. This Thunderstruck version, of course, once he performed well, he has those play styles added on top of him. perfect.
The complete midfielder, right?
Complete midfielder.
And that is why he's in so many of those drafted squads. Again, those are the drafts coming in for this game. We are near enough at the end of day one. There are still 2 more rounds to go. So what are we waiting for? Let's kick off technically round A in round 3 of our matches today. Richard Buckley and Gravison are going to be guiding you through this one. Gents, are we ready?
Absolutely. And have a look at some of these games that we've got coming your way. Just behind us right here, Tuga against Nathan SR. That's going to be one that we're going to keep our eyes on. The featured game that we've already previewed for you, Zidane and Kone. We've also got Mark 11 in action. Once again, he's going to be taking on Yago. Some big players and big matches that we're about to see unfold for the last time today for a number of these players, Grav.
I mean, there are a couple of players that if they want their top 8 dream to still be alive, they gotta win.
Yep.
I'm thinking about Mark. I'm thinking about Nathan and Tuga. Both of them. They might be happy with a draw, but they for sure look for those 3 points. Nico, he wants to make it 9 out of 9, and of course, I would say everyone that has a win and a loss has to get a win. Because if they don't, the end they did with 3-4 points, not enough.
And we've also got a player sat now comfortably at top. Polly Chris on 9 points,
yes.
No one's near him. An opportunity for a selection of players here to join Polly Chris on 9 points. I'm looking at Nicholas, I'm looking at Tuga, I'm looking at Nathan SR as the 3 that could join him. Across the board here, Hidalgo and David Sanchez also going head to head in a big game. Well, time for talking is nearly over. We'll be getting kicked off very, very shortly. Let us know at home who do you want to see come out victorious. We have got plenty of action, plenty of games, and plenty more FC coming your way. 2 more rounds of action today before we close the chapter on day 1 of the La Liga FC Pro groups. Tomorrow we play 4 more rounds of action to find out who's going to be going through to the finals. That's the top 8. Who's going to be going through to the cup, and whose La Liga FC Pro journey comes to a close. Richard Buckley and Gravison to guide you through this round.
Let's go, Rich. As we can see, Dayu celebrating his win, giving us thumbs up. Congratulations on that win, Dayu. 3 points out of 9. I'm sure he's happy with that last match he played.
With the sheer amount of fantastic players on offer as Zidane goes 1-0 up here. We, if given the opportunity, will be calling upon Brandon Smith, Ryan Pessoa to give us some more updates and intel of the other games taking place. We've got Mark 11 in action. We've got Hidalgo and David Sanchez, Tuga, Nathan SR. Real top games coming your way. We don't want to miss a minute of the action here in Barcelona. An early lead, Grav, for Zidane.
An early lead indeed, with the low-driven game-changer goal. It's those combinations of playstyles, especially the shooting ones. I'm sure Ryan Pessoa, who's reporting for us at the set of monitors, will be happy with that. Trivella coming in from Rashford to make it 1-0. And now, as you can see, we have Zidane against Kone on of your left side of your screens, and then Mark against Yago, which I'm sure that's a penalty.
Penalty. Let's go into it. Can we go full screen on that game? Mark 11 and Yago. Let's see the penalty coming in.
That's Johan Cruyff.
Already 1-0 and does find the bottom left corner.
No celebrations. Don't know if you agree, but I've seen Mark after that first game, which was a tough defeat for him, which wasn't expected. He's been kind of angry, grumpy.
Yeah, I think maybe frustrated with his own performance as well. He is on his day, top 10 performer in the world. When he plays well, he's been to a World Championship Grand Final. Speaking of top players in the world, here's Nicholas taking to the stage.
And conceding a goal.
And finds himself 1-0 down to Marin. Marin, obviously a name that we don't see a lot.
No.
Unless you sort of really in tune with the LALIGA FC Pro. He was grouped last year.
He was.
In this tournament, but
2 years
he
ago.
always plays up to in the big games, I feel like he does play well.
Yes, and 2 years ago he had a great run, just as we see. Oof. This is for me the match of the day, not the day. Sorry, match of the round.
Well, yeah.
They're both unbeaten. 6 points out of 6 points possible, and Tuga, we're arguing top 3 coming into this tournament.
Oh yeah, on form. Yeah, absolutely. Nathan SR was a player that's been feared across the board as well. A lot of people not wanting to play Nathan SR, especially from a lot of the Spaniards saying they expect him to do very well, finish in that top 8 and be a real dangerous player to go up against in the Cup and in the finals. And finds himself 1-0 down at the moment. Lovely finish there from Jude Bellingham. Perfect time, really. We talked about him before the game kicked off in a lot of detail. It's a lovely ball around the corner and a great finish.
I really respect players that are able to compete at their best through different eras of the game. Tuga, 2019 runner-up against Tex in Atlanta in the Foot Champions Cup. The game was so different back then. And now we go forward 7 years in time. FC 26, and the way he's playing now, the way he's adapting to it all, I really, really respect that. That's why, for me, I'm not going to say he's the GOAT, but that's why I think Nico is arguably one of the best players in history, if not the best, because as we just see that finish from Nathan, back in the days, it was 2017, he qualified for his first World Championship.
Yep, and he's been synonymous with that tournament ever since. I'm sure if you speak to Anders Vergang, he says, well, he can't be the greatest player of all time because he's not performed at a World Championship. He did make it to a final and lost on penalties to Umit. So I think that argument is slightly taken out. But I do see the point. He struggled in the last couple of World Championships, has Nicholas, been grouped a couple of occasions. Speaking of the Iceman, we're going to go to his game right now. Up against Marin. And that looks to be 2-0.
2-0, yeah, from Nico Williams, both goals. With the game changer playstyle, as Ryan Pessoa was mentioning, our reporter for this match. And as you can see, Ryan Pessoa really loves that game changer playstyle. He's been talking about those trivelas for what, 4 years now?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's jump into that game in full. Nicholas and Marin. I want to see how Nicholas is progressing in this game. Could be a chance there for the Iceman, and he does find the bottom left corner. I've not watched Nicholas, I don't think, at all today, really.
No.
I don't think I've had the opportunity to take his gameplay in.
I did commentate his second match. It was the game against Andoni.
Yep.
It's a brilliant match, one of the matches of the day.
8-5.
Yes. And he scored one of the best goals of the tournament so far, in my opinion, with creative runs. It's interesting because he combines the creative runs with the player locks, and it's really hard to defend.
He is also one of the only players using Butragueno. He's selecting 3 teams.
Yes.
Is Butragueno. I feel like he always has a bit of an interesting pick.
Always.
In a team, does Nicholas, whether it's in global competitions. He always liked Kevin De Bruyne in his teams. I think in this tournament, he never used R9 or Ronaldinho. It was always Johan Cruyff.
Yeah.
And here you see Butragueno leading the line for him.
It's interesting because now, of course, with the playstyles, we've not seen R9 as much since FC24.
Yep.
But then back in the days, 2019, 2020, he didn't use R9 as well because he didn't like the body type, he didn't like the way he played, those flares which were called back in the days, he always used Eusebio, Pelé, and Cruyff.
Yeah. Well, 35 minutes on the clock, approaching half-time in this one. There is Butragueno, a little bit of technical dribbling, finds Jude Bellingham, just opens up the space. I'm gonna say it, quite poor defending from Marin, but he faked the pass one way and then just technical dribbled straight down the middle.
You know what? Which is something that Danny explained to me. I'm not sure if he was using technical, or if we could have a replay of that goal. Look at him. I'm not sure if that's technical because of the way he's touching the ball, or if he's analog sprinting on. You know,
yeah, maybe. Yeah. Where you push how far?
Because that was quicker than technical. And the animation wasn't exactly the same. But I agree, it was poor defending. I agree with you, Rich. Especially because he just went on straight.
Yeah, straight line. Just seeing what else is happening here across the board. We've got Hidalgo and David Sanchez currently underway. David Sanchez leading 3-1. He's been a goal-scoring machine today. He put 10 past his opponent in the last game. Now leading 3-1. Tuga Nathan SR 1-1 as it currently stands.
We have a good conversation on the Twitch chat right now, because Ambit9 just comments, Tex and Nico are not GOATs. They didn't win any world championship. Manu has done it twice, and that counts.
I absolutely think you are well within your right to say so. Let's jump on board here with Tuga and Nathan SR. 1-1, approaching half-time. Not too much to write home about in this game. Quite a low-scoring affair right now, but I would imagine in the second half it probably will erupt into life. There's a couple of games, like 1-1, 2-1 at half-time, and then by the end of the game it's 7-6.
7-2, yeah.
Or just really, really wide scorelines as well we've seen.
So we just jump over to this match. Last kick of the first half for Andorra. Oof.
It's a really, really big interception. Sweeps across, takes the ball, and levels up this game. 1-1 at half-time. Let's see what else is happening across the board. I think we're going to go back to Nicholas, who Butragueno is in celebration, which would lead me to believe the Iceman has found the back of the net once again.
Yes. Interesting because, yes, he did. It's curious because Butragueño doesn't have the incisive pass, which I feel like every single striker on the competition has the incisive pass, but I don't know if Nico is using him differently. I don't know if he's trusting stats, maybe. Vision, long pass. Don't know. He always, as you mentioned, he always plays differently. And not only that, he always chooses one or two picks, which
unusual.
To my eyes, don't make that much sense. But then it works for him. So I remember the FC Pro in the first week, which I wasn't commentating, but I did watch it at home. He was using David Beckham as a right wing.
Yep.
80-something pace and no pace play styles. Didn't make any sense for me.
Did he not get 0 points though?
I think so. I think so. That's one of the 2 times probably that Nico didn't play at all during the group stage.
Well, half-time has come and gone, and we're going to see that goal once again.
I think that's not technical dribbling.
Controlled sprint.
Yeah. I feel like that's the, I don't know how it's called, the analog sprint done.
Yeah.
Analog sprinting, we should call it maybe.
But they're the stats at half-time. 1.9 XG to 0.9. Not too much, really, to separate these two. Just having a glance around. We're going to go back to our featured match of the round. Las Palmas and Zidane. leading with a comfortable lead, that is. 5-2.
That's 40 minutes played. That's 7 goals, not only 5 goals to Las Palmas. Cones finds himself in a similar situation as Danny, with a comfortable win in the first match against Andoni, and then tough loss in the second match, and he's getting destroyed in this last one.
Yeah.
Same as Danny. Exactly the same.
Just looks to be quite a lot of space in behind. I mean, we've only seen glimpses of this game, but you saw there instantly that first time through ball. And he's got players to play it as well. One of the only guys using Iniesta, the 92 Iniesta in centre mid, incisive pass plus. Very, very usable in those areas.
Don't like his body type and his animations. Iniesta, I mean.
Okay.
Did try him at home on foot champs.
Couldn't get going.
No, not really. But it's working out well for Zidane.
You're Iniesta on pro clubs. He's the archetype that's named after creator.
Okay.
And that's the position I play.
Do you use a similar body type and stuff?
Yeah. Incisive pass plus.
Okay.
Inventive plus. Game changer plus. There's three playstyle pluses that I use. Approaching half-time. Maradona. Another player with a unique body type there. Short, stocky, but very, very quick and rapid, almost off the mark. And Kone looks a little bit lost at half-time.
He does indeed. So we just jump over to the game between the unbeaten players. That's Malaga against Andorra. That's Tuga against Nathan. Tuga's defense is something else throughout the whole day.
He's played well today.
Oh, he's been defending really well.
Nathan, one of the best attackers in this entire tournament. There's Tuga forcing a good save. Just offside.
Offside, yeah.
See the patterns of play, though. What he's wanting to achieve. First time passing and then looking for that wide player to make that infield run as the inside forward and try and get the strike away.
I'm not sure if Nathan will be able to win either Cup or Finals, or even if he's going to qualify for ECL World Championships. But one thing that I'm going to tell you, if he plays against any Spaniard, he'll destroy them because of the way he plays, because of the offense, because of the rhythm.
So you think Nathan, it will be a defeat for him against Nicholas?
Don't know.
Tuga, Oberon?
Don't know. It's different because us Spaniards, we're not as aggressive. I would say we're fairly passive. Wow, what a goal. We're fairly passive with the way we build up and with the way we attack, and Nathan is different. I mean, he just goes forward. I feel like he has a great game style against the Spaniards, and maybe against Tuga, the rest of the players, it's not as great, but he could go and win it all, definitely.
Well, it's a lovely finish inside the box. That puts Tuga 2-1 up against FC Andorra and Nathan SR. Tuga right now, 9 points from 9. A maximum haul for the Portuguese start. A little bit confusing because you're so assumed with Nathan SR using the, I should say Tuga in the blue and white of Malaga. He's actually in the away strip now.
Yeah.
Back post header, good save.
Confusing.
Just having a look across the rest of the games.
Yeah, we're having a look at Adri Dominic and Hugo Sanchez, because Adri Dominic needs to win. He needs to at least get a win. That's a big mistake from Tuga. Hugo Sanchez could end the day with 9 points out of 9 possible if he gets the win against Adri Dominic. So let's see how that one's going.
David Sanchez 6, Hidalgo 2.
Oof. That's Hidalgo. Similar situation as Cone, as Dan Aguilar.
Won the first game, struggled since then. Do you think part of it maybe got to do with the break between playing?
Yes, probably. Not only that, but probably their age as well. They're quite old.
Fatigue?
Could be. I mean, it's late now.
Well, not only late, but it's been a long day.
It has been.
A lot of the players got here before we got here.
Yes.
And we were here relatively early, around 12:30 local time. They would have been here in earlier, getting warmed up, getting practice ready. Nathan Essar just shoved out of the way by Bartra there.
Great defense by Bartra. Yes.
Pedri can't quite find the through ball there. Espinho Pacha with the interception.
At the moment, as we just jump over to game 4, the game between Marin and Nicholas, because Marin has just got a goal back.
Interesting.
It's 4-3 now.
Nicholas thought he might have got a free kick there, I think.
Yeah.
Just played slowly with Xavi. That sort of area, almost a guaranteed goal from a set piece. Pros will not let you off.
Nope. And Marin, who has 4 points out of 6 now, if he gets a draw against Nico, that's 5. Decent. Not the best outcome.
So I think it's a good day. It's more than average, more than half.
And he's looking for it.
You got 3 games left to come back tomorrow and play. Williams driving towards the byline, cuts it back. Cruyff into De Jong and finds the top corner. Nicholas under some pressure here from Marin. 4-4.
As we just see another goal in game 5 between Eibar and Osasuna, between Adri Dominic and Hugo Sanchez. Hugo Sanchez would be on 9 points right now.
Another replay of this goal here.
Great goal. El Choco Bonito, Frenkie de Jong. One of the best midfielders in La Liga.
Yeah, he was one of the highlights, wasn't he, from that promo?
For sure.
Maybe a promo that's been a little bit forgotten about.
Yes.
But
I did forget about it.
His item lives on and keeps the promo in the back of the mind. And right now in the front of Marin's mind, because he'll be trying to get the ball to him as much as possible.
Yes. Best promo so far of the year for the people at home watching us. I'm going to go with Thunderstruck. I loved Thunderstruck.
Ooh, just wide. Nicholas aimed in wide there with the low-driven strike with Butagueno. Tried finding the bottom corner. Just telling you about that Hidalgo and David Sanchez game.
Yes.
It's now 6-4. Hidalgo scoring the last couple of goals in that game and pushing his way back into a very, very interesting picture there that's starting to take shape.
What's the result in that one?
Yeah, if we can go to game 1, station number 1, Kone and Zidane are featured match of this round. 67 minutes on the clock. And we've just seen a fantastic goal as Nicholas gets himself back in front.
Wow. He triggered a few runs, and I do think Marin's player shooting was spot on, but the animation wasn't quite as good as he expected.
Well, we're going to pause that matchup now between Las Palmas and Villarreal. We're going to head on over to match number 6 right now that we can see, booth 6. And it's Yago and Mark 11. Mark leading 5-3 against Yago. But we've got just over 21 minutes left to play.
That's a poor start of the tournament for Yago. He got a defeat against Nacho at the start of the day, 3 o'clock, first game of the day. Of course, we're looking 6 hours later, so of course.
That's lovely. From Yago there, just trying to find his space inside, but a good interception. We can hear some reaction from behind us. It came in the way of Kone and Zidane. It was 5-4, and Zidane has just nipped himself into a further lead, 6-4. That's the table as it stands right now. 9 points.
For Eibar, Albacete and Sevilla, and that would, at Malaga, sorry. And that would be Hugo Sanchez, Polly Cris, and Tuga.
Yeah, 7 points for David Sanchez and Nicholas right now. But I think Nicholas just scored. So that's going to update to 9. Because he is leading 5-4 right now. So he would also be on that 9-point club.
So do you reckon it's going to be even tougher than we expected for the top 8?
I think around 12 points.
12 points.
11 to 12 to get top 8, and I think you'll be able to go through with a good 6 and goal difference.
So now we have 3 players on 9 points. We still have a round to play. Yes, I think so. Maybe 12, 13.
Late chance! Finds the top corner. Nathan SR. With Butragueno. We're seeing a little bit of instant VOD replay here.
So we just have a look at that replay from Butragueño. That was a great run, and the control was perfect as well.
There's only 3 players using Butragueno. We've seen 2 of them in action this round. Both from South America, Nicholas and Nathan.
There is a reason why that goal went in. It was all because of the control. It was all because of the first touch. Silver playstyle.
And speaking of Nicholas, 5-5 right now. There was another goal back for Marin.
He's playing well, Marin. He's fighting.
So it would only be 7 points for Nicholas. He would find himself just on the edge of a maximum perfect day. But mistakes like that,
yes,
you're giving Nicholas the chance.
Especially against Nico. He will punish you. Great in runs, great in space.
Okay, dancing and finds the near post. He makes it look easy.
You simply cannot make those mistakes against Nico. Control the ball with Aitor Rival, trigger and run on the right side, trigger another run of the left side, and you gotta choose one way to go. He went the way which he shouldn't, as you can see it there. He opened up the space for Koke. Left stick dribbling. Easy finish.
And just when you think that there might be a chance that the Iceman doesn't finish on 9 from day one, he is now 4 minutes and a bit of change away from a perfect run.
As we just jump over to game 3 between Malaga.
Right here behind us.
Right behind us. Seems like this might be the last kick of the game, Richard.
Yeah, it very well could be, and it's going to fall to Tuga to try and steal away all 3 points. Johan Cruyff, he did it once before on the main stage. Can he do it again in injury time? Williams round the corner, shoots across goal! And look at that! Tuga inches away from the commentary desk. Makes his mark once again in the La Liga FC Pro.
Wow. That's 4 points on the last kick of the game of the second and third game. We're talking about a situation in which if Tuga hadn't been as clinical, he could have ended the game with five points.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's head back. That's going to be a late winner and a last-minute winner. And there could be more late drama here. Zidane and Kone, 6-5. Zidane leads, representing Las Palmas. And Girona and Kone need points on the board if they've got any aspirations of climbing into the top 8.
The chat was asking for the Girona against Las Palmas match, the chat was asking for Kone, and we're delivering last minutes of this game. Kone needs to score at least 1 goal to get a point back, but he's struggling. Oh, he gets the ball. That's 1 minute left, and he has to go forward.
Yeah, it's got to go now. Militao. You've seen some late drama on both games here. My eyes are going to be peeled on that left-hand side of the screen. It's going to finish before the right. Let's see if there is a equaliser.
Oh.
Not like that. That's game over. Zidane lets him know about it, and he will take 3 points. The former champion of the LALIGA, now the FC Pro La Liga. 3 minutes added on here. Speaking of champions, 2-time, back-to-back, Iceman Nicholas looking to freeze Marin out and finish his day with a 9-point haul, but he just gets muscled out the way. Marin, he's got to get out of each other's way.
He has time, 3 seconds.
It's got to be perfect, it's got to go forward. It's not going to happen. Nicholas with a max haul, 9 points. Drama everywhere you look here in Barcelona. The games are certainly living up to expectation, and we've got 1 round left for today. Gravison, I see PH Zin just over our shoulder here. He's getting ready to go in.
Yes.
To the booth. Nicholas
is going.
I don't know if you can get. I don't know if we can get a camera on this, but he is.
Could someone get a camera on Nicholas talking to Juanma? Juanma just nodding his. Juanma's just nodding his head. That's the only thing he's doing. Good. Okay, we don't have a camera on Nicholas.
We don't.
Let's do it ourselves.
Okay, I'll be Juanma.
Do you imagine what's going on?
That's what's happened. Great replication there of Nicholas and his coach. Just having a look over my shoulder. All the games seem to be wrapping up. We have got 1 round left for today. We're not even halfway through the amount of games over the next 2 days. We're going to take a couple of minutes to get ready for the final round of today. Let's head back to the desk. Nicole, Pessoa and Brandon.
Oh, thanks, guys. We've also just been watching Nicholas the Iceman here. Brandon, I don't know if you've seen what's been going on. He seems quite agitated. I mean, it's worth pointing out that he did get the win in the end.
You wouldn't think it.
No, quite. But it has been a bit of a weird day for him because, I mean, I say that. I'm aware that he's got 9 points and he's won every game, but it's not been easy or felt very comfortable at all, actually, Ryan.
It's been close games, and in fairness, with Nicholas over the last couple of years, especially in the start of the season and domestically, he hasn't kicked on. I think, was it last year when he just about squeezed through in the group stages? I feel like for him, he holds himself to a high standard in terms of gameplay-wise, and we haven't seen that. But again, that goes to show he's got 9 points and he hasn't been playing at his maximum. So he should be, I would say he should be happy from that.
Well, he doesn't look it, does he? We're having a look now on the screen at some of the results. I mean, the featured game was Zidane versus Kone. I thought that would be a good one. It was a good one. It was pretty close. Actually, for a while, Zidane seemed to be comfortably leading, and then Kone was making a bit of a comeback. But Zidane, I don't know if you guys heard him at the end. He was someone who was very happy, Brandon.
Absolutely. I mean, look, for him, I think it could be potentially his last year competing. Well, we spoke about the Iceman Nicholas in his game against Marin. This is how it ended. I mean, look, I saw how it started. So he went 2-0 down early doors, but Nicholas is always bouncing back, got himself back into the game at 2-2. And hopefully we'll see certain moments in this of why Nicholas maybe was so frustrated at the end of the game. We went 3-2 up there via Bruchagueno.
I imagine, Ryan, he gets frustrated because he's not been starting well, and that does seem to be a bit of a theme. And I guess, look, we all know he knows he's more than capable of then turning it around like he's been doing, but you would be really frustrated with yourself. You're even putting yourself in that position in the first place. But Marin, I mean, he had a good game, and at one point it looked like he could at least get a draw, but it just wasn't meant to be, was it?
Yeah, Marin's not a pushover. We've seen in previous leagues where he started off the season quite well domestically. I love that last goal from Nicholas, though. The one with Koke where he bided his time, went to the near post, and ended up winning the game. He's got 9 points. It's been a perfect day for him.
He's in a great position, isn't he?
Someone else with 9 points, Tuga. What a day he's had. And we can chat to him now. Tuga, come join us. Well, Ryan just with the... You needed to commit to the clap, Ryan.
Like
it was a little...
Just a little one.
Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. You must be tired because it's been a long day, but a really good day for you. 3 wins from 3. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. It was a really tough day. We started playing from like 3 p.m. It's like 9, so yeah, really tired, but so happy to get the first 3 wins. Yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling then heading into tomorrow's games? Because I mean, this is a perfect start for you.
Yes, because our 6 match probably theoretically the first 3 matches could be the really hardest ones, and I could get those 3 wins. It's important to keep the momentum, the confidence from the next day, and obviously going back-to-back late winner goals, it's obviously special. Yeah,
we enjoyed hearing your celebrations for that, didn't we, Brandon?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd say one thing about you, Tuga, which blows my mind, I was saying to Ryan, is it seems like, you know, you're maybe one of the older players here, but you're getting better. What's the secret? I mean, you're getting better and better. I mean, you've had some incredible career moments of playing in the World Championships, winning 2v2 titles. What is it about you now that maybe with an older head on you, that you've had so much experience in this scene now? Why are you? It feels like we're peaking again. We're on one of the best years potentially.
Yeah, probably the experience helped me a lot during this season. I think like it was like in FC 24 my lowest season in terms of performance, but this season is going to. I think it's going to be a really good season. It started really well at qualification for the FC Pro Open. Obviously, I lost that final game against Nasada to qualify, but let's try to qualify here in La Liga, and it was a perfect start, and I want to keep this momentum. Yeah.
For me, I was saying at the start of the day, I feel like it's the best you've been, or the best I've seen you in a couple of years. What is the difference between it? You said experience. Is it playing a lot more or doing things differently?
I think it's a mix, honestly, on playing a bit more, playing also against the top tier players like Anders, Emre, Nicholas, etc. But obviously, I think one thing that's probably changed in these 2 years, probably like my confidence in the game has come back to the top tier. I honestly believe in myself again to be at the top, and obviously that is really good because I know that in terms of ability, I have that ability to be on the top level, but here I am. I need to practice more. Obviously, I'm not a perfect player, but I try to be the best version of me, and let's see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, well, you've shown your ability here today, that's for sure. Thank you so much for joining us. Well done on a brilliant day. We're going to let you go and have a little rest and get ready for your games tomorrow, because it's going to be a busy day tomorrow. Thank you so much, Hugo. We're going to have a little look at the standings and how things are looking right now. Okay, here we are. So, Tuga, the man we were just talking to, 9 points. 3 wins from 3. Polychris, Hugo Sanchez, by the way, someone who's been slightly under the radar today, but what a day for him, Ryan.
Yeah, flying. 16 for his goal difference is unbelievable. So he's in a pretty position going into day 2, and you'd expect him to finish in that top 8.
Yeah, from what we're seeing right now in the car, I think out of the Spaniards, so to say, it feels like Hugo Sanchez or Polychris is going to be one of them 2 this year that are really going to have a great run. And look, they're both flying in goals. What a day they've had so far.
Yeah, and Nicholas, of course, is up there, as we said. Right, we are going to take a short break. We'll see you on the other side.
I feel like I'm floating through the air. Pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Welcome back. Richard Buckley.
Got water.
Can you not count the time? You didn't see the 3, 2, 1 countdown?
All numbers have left me. It's been an unbelievable day. Do you know we've had 212 games of FC today?
What?
That's how many games we'll have after we've wrapped up.
How long did it take you to work that out?
Someone told me.
112. I mean, how many goals? Did we get a tally on that yet?
Not for me. Maybe well over 10.
Right. Anyway, should we move on to the featured match that is coming up next? This should be a really, really exciting game, guys.
Is that because we're commentating it, or?
Sure, we'll go with that, yeah. No, of course it is. You two of the best in the biz. But this isn't about you. This is about Oberon and Di Fernandez. This should be a brilliant game. Also because both of these two, they've won their games today, haven't they? So they'll be looking for 3 wins from 3. What are you expecting from this matchup, Brandon?
I'm expecting, to be honest, I'm going to say an Oberon win. He's going to end the day on 9 points. Di Fernandez just potentially outside that top 8. But I know, Richard, you're a bit of an advocate, aren't you, for Di Fernandez? You've been a big fan of his for a while.
Oh,
yeah, I have. I really like him. I think he just does the job. He gets it over the line 9 times out of 10. I think semi-finalists the last 2 occasions we've seen him at the La Liga FC Pro. So does he finish in the top 8? Maybe on the periphery, but I can see him having a late run, not only in the Cup, but in the finals as well. Do you know what Brandon's nickname is for Oberon?
Oh, Lord. No, go on.
Marble Cake.
Yeah.
Marble cake.
Yeah, marble cake. Because at the World Championships one year in Saudi Arabia, all he ate was marble cake.
I do know where it is. I've been there a few times.
Well, the audience at home might not know, Nicole, right? It's not just you on the audience for today, is it? Another fun fact for you, actually. Di Fernandez, the first time me and Richard saw Di Fernandez, he used to play in the chair with his shoes and socks off.
Cross legs.
Cross legs.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. But he doesn't do that anymore, does he? I feel like I would have noticed that last
We
year.
haven't smelt his feet yet,
Since he stopped crossing his legs, he started winning games.
True.
Well, we're looking at Oberon on the screen right now. When it does move to Di Fernandez, I am going to try and be looking at his feet and see if he's got his little pinky toes out. Richard Buckley.
Another thing about Oberon as well, we actually saw it recently at the FC Pro Open. He's not a big fan of roller coasters or big rides. He refused to go on at Winter Wonderland, the biggest ride, and instead had to go for the pirate ship.
Wow, that is absolutely riveting.
Is that because he's more into flats or?
Not too sure.
So, wait, when we did one of the La Liga tournaments in, Brandon, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, the place where I had the theme park.
Portaventura World.
Portaventura World.
I don't think either two were playing then.
No, weren't there.
Oh, wow, okay, that makes so much sense. Anyway, as much as I've been loving
I think we
this
should move
conversation.
on from us, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think it's time to head over to Grab and Ryan.
We are ready to analyze a clip from the match between LGR Peixoto and NIT. And of course, it won't be as fun as Portaventura or something else, but it's going to be entertaining, let's just say. So if we just have a look at the clip, if we just play this on, because nothing happens in here, it's just defense from LGR Peixoto. He gets the ball back and then attacks on the wing. First thing that I'm going to do is to stop this, because Ryan, what is he doing in here?
Triggered a run. Very, very important from that position. Very simple as well for those at home who don't do it. You should be doing it. You just tap L1 on the controller and point the stick towards Jude Bellingham. That sets him on a run. And from that moment, Gravison, he becomes a danger when trying to defend.
That's it. He's looking for that arrow that we just put on the screen. So if we go just forward, now we see a player lock being activated. And there's something that I really like about the player locks. I always ask myself two questions when I'm gonna player lock. First thing, do I have a space for the player lock? I think so, because the only thing that I have is a spin over there. If he goes and player switches and goes for a tackle, he won't be able to get the ball back. That's the first question. The second question, does it make sense for the player lock? Does it create something, or is it a normal pass? And if we just go forward, as you can see, the player lock makes sense, because what do we want to do? Just create time and space for Bellingham to make that run. So what happens, Ryan? First question answered, yes. Second question answered, yes. What happens? It's a good player lock. So if we play the clip,
you can see it causes something to think about as well, because you then have to, if I quickly just go back for a second, when you're in this situation with the player lock, defensively, you have to make a decision. Are you going to switch to this player here and run and try and cut the person in possession down? Or in this case, you can see the cursor is above Pires in this situation, trying to bring a player back to try and cut that lane. It gives space, and you sort of forget about that Jude Bellingham run. And as you can see, once that pass is played, first time through ball, by the time you remember Bellingham is on a run, it's way too late, and then this all ends up, you end up conceding a goal. But that player look is very, very effective at not only utilising it to play a pass or to cancel it, but giving your opponent something else to think about.
I'm sure NIT did forget about Bellingham, but Richard and Brandon didn't forget about Portaventura. Guys, last round of it. Take us home.
Who could forget about that place? Shambhala.
Not only on the ride.
I can't believe that. I'm unbelievable. This tournament has been around so many places in Spain. It's basically been our excuse to travel around Spain a little bit, hasn't it? I mean, we've been to Barcelona and Madrid, but we've been to Portaventura World, we've been to San Sebastian, been there a few times. We won't give it away, but this is also moving to a few different places around this season. 2 different locations this year for the Cup and the final. But we've still got a long way, Rich, to go before we do get there. We're in day 1, but this is our final round.
It certainly is, and what a game that we're going to be rounding it out with. Oberon and D. Fernandez, 2 players synonymous with global competitions, E-Champions Leagues, FC Pro, global qualifiers. They've been there, they've done it, and this is where they put their FC skills to battle in their domestic league of choice.
Yeah, looking around the other games as well. Flippercito against Natra Abea, Alberto versus Jotabar, Raoni against P8's in playing. Of course, there's so many matches we'll be keeping you up to date on. Ika Monti against D. Navarrete. Magician. He needs a bit of magic, doesn't he, to pull himself out of the situation he finds himself in. Up against El Oritz.
Yeah, and absolutely, we will be utilising for the final round both Ryan Pessoa and Gravison out and about from the pitchside reporter position. There's plenty of games that we're going to get stuck into as D. Fernandez opens up his scoring 1-0 inside the opening 5.
Yeah, that's our first goal in this final round. Again, chat, we can see you. Thank you for tuning in, of course, across today's broadcast. We've been tuning in for your awards. I've been following the FC Pro La Liga action. We are back again tomorrow, of course, still with so much to unfold. If you don't know this tournament, how it works, 37 La Liga FC Pro clubs involved from the top 2 divisions in Spain. They are battling out not just to qualify for the league finals, but also for the cup, because the top 24, Richard, will make it there. Tomorrow night we'll say goodbye to 13 clubs. They'll be eliminated.
And it's always at the cup where you get a good indication of how the finals are going to take shape. Last year, it was Emre Yilmaz in San Sebastian, where Sociedad are based. He went on to win it. Where did he finish at the finals in Valencia? Top 4, and it was only Nicholas who beat him, who then went on to be victorious. It is typically at the Cup we get a really good picture of what's going to happen at the finals, where not only E-Champions League qualification up for grabs, but also FC Pro World Championship spots will be handed out.
Yeah, update in the PAG game. He's just got 1-0 up in his matchup. First time he's been involved in the Liga FC Pro. There could also be an update here. He couldn't quite get the shot away, Cruyff, there with Obra. Just did enough to come over and stop him.
Could be another chance there, just looking to build up on the edge of the box. Goals are starting to fly in from all around.
I was building it with Ryan earlier.
Yeah.
The top 8, Rich, who you predict to go through it? There's that draft selection sheet there.
I can see it, I've got it.
You did pick it up first but put it back down.
Oh, just offside.
Top 8, we've gone for Tuga, Nicholas, Nathan SR, who to be fair has just lost a game, Paulie Chris, Hugo Sanchez, Oberon, Leandro Peixoto, Di Fernandez. Of course, depending on how this result goes, I'm sure. Is that Ryan Pessoa's on the ground, did you say, Richie? Give us an update.
Yeah, he is. I think he's having a look in particular at Magician and Alarix. That game just behind us here. He's going to be just after half-time, giving us his update on that game.
Well, just thinking back, because if I'm right and wrong, I mean, Ryan's been saying a few things about the French pros, hasn't he? Because he was in the E-League One last year, wasn't he? So he knows a little bit about Magician.
Yep. Very keen LJR Peixoto watcher as well. I mean, I was there in Paris at the last year's finals where...
I mean, how do you think they're feeling coming from that environment and what you were in a theatre?
They've struggled, haven't they?
Now they're here to Barcelona.
I think it's certainly less friendly. I think that's one thing for certain. They've got a target on their backs. Di Fernandez now, both of these two players coming in as non-Spaniards, but they've got that experience. They're a little bit more comfortable with it. Oberon struggled last year in the group phase. Speaking of players who are coming in, PH Zin taking on Ronnie.
1-1.
Could be a chance there, just on the right-hand side of your screen. Just seeing it starting to transpire, but doesn't fall his way in the end. As my attention turns back to the left, is that Oberon starting to tick over in the final third?
It's not been a day to remember, by the way, for Jotaba in his game. He's losing 2-1 up against Alberto. Flippercito against Nacho Abella. That one is still goalless so far. You let us know where you want us to jump to again. 6 games taking place in his final round. Would you change one out of that top 8, Rich?
Sorry, read it again for me.
Tuga Nicholas, Nathan SR, Paulie Chris and Hugo Sanchez, who are currently both top of the table. Oberon in that top 8. I said Leandro Peixoto in, but I think Pessoa disagreed with me there. Di Fernandez potentially in that top 8. Who do you think is a cert to make their way through to the grand finals and fast track their ticket?
I'm actually going to go with one more player in there as well. I would like to see Chesita just on the cusp. I think he's been playing really well recently.
Well, Mark 11 we haven't even spoken about. He's just gone into the top 8. Of course, 10 of the 37 players that are representing clubs here in La Liga FC Pro are from outside of Spain as well. It's just added the extra sprinkle onto the competition. Now it's PH in. We'll find a second in this game. 2-1 he leads. It is the former FC Pro Open champion that's got a point to prove this season. And he could make his life so much easier by tomorrow night here in Barcelona if he can stay in a top 8.
I think you said it earlier, Brandon, when you were over on the desk with Nicole. You're talking about PHN sort of, I'm not going to say declining, because I think that word's too strong, but not having it all his own way since he won the Pro Open. Last year, obviously, disappointing that he wasn't able to get over the line with a domestic league, and in qualifying for the Pro Open, did struggle, didn't make it. So he will be looking at this tournament as a way back into global competition.
Absolutely. I mean, look, the opportunity that this league offers as well is ridiculous. 37 different clubs with a chance to compete, the chance to get involved in the prize pool. Here comes PH in again now, looking for a 3-1 lead. He might just get there. Gareth Bale just didn't stop running. No one could catch him. Let's jump over here then. Flippercito against Natra Bayer. This one is still goalless so far. I wonder if Flippercito would have learnt his lesson from the Leandro Peixoto game. He stood up thinking he was about to bag a point. Next thing you know, Leandro Peixoto, Rich, went down the other end and snatched all 3.
The question I've got, does Flippercito react like that when he's playing champs or rivals and give it the reaction?
Potentially. I mean, maybe not to that level, but I know he does stream a little bit. Speaking of Natra Bayer, chance to counter-attack now for Flippercito, representing Getafe again this year. One of the more entertaining pros. Here's Yamal, and there's Flippercito. Off the mark.
Actually got a reaction on that on the goalkeeper as well on its way through. But it just wasn't enough. He put the ball in the back of the net. It feels like for Flippercito, this is a must-win game. We saw him disappointing earlier on in this group phase. Lost that last-minute winner against LJR Peixoto. This feels like points have to be premium. I was just talking there off camera with Tuga when he came out of the interview with you, and I said, what do you think? You're on 9, what do you think top 8? And he was like, realistically, probably 13. I think top 8. And I said, what about just to go through for the players who are struggling, who are coming back tomorrow? And he said, 6 or 7 with good goal difference will get top 24.
I mean, it means you have to leave tonight, Richard, with something on the board. Yeah. Point or 3.
You can't come tomorrow knowing that you've got to win 3 games. It's almost unrealistic, given the quality of opposition that you can be playing against.
Especially when your fixtures are already pre-made. There's no form suggested fixtures. It's not a Swiss-style format. The best don't continue to play against the best on form. It's already been pre-selected. So you could have gone 0 points from 9 today, Rich, and you could be playing Tuga Nicholas tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could be a huge opportunity, as you said, for both teams to pick up 3 points. Let's jump back to our featured match now in our final round today. And
surprised by this?
Fernandez, absolutely. I mean, I said on the build-up, Rich, Obram would be winning this game, and off the back of what we've seen already today from Obram. 6 points from 6, he's unbeaten. Same for Di Fernandez, though.
I always say, though, Di Fernandez is just a very steady customer. He never plays poorly, but if he plays against someone who is playing at a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10, he'll probably lose that game. But
he's one of those customers there every Wednesday morning, 9 a.m.
Consistent, always there. Absolutely. Bread, milk, cheese, check out. He's not coming in and buying candles for a birthday cake.
He's not getting sucked in by the promos.
Absolutely not. There's no 2 for 1 here. He gets what he wants and he gets out of there. And he's looking for as many points as possible.
And as many goals by the looks of it, Rich. So he might be on for a forfeit of Yamal. He is spinning defenders left and right. Obron did not know what to do.
Great goal.
Just got 10% off at checkout as well. 4-0. Di Fernandez leads. 3rd time he's representing Cadiz. And as you said, there's consistency in the Cup and the League. He can't fault it. He's always a top 4. He's always in a semi-final.
He's a serial top 4 player. With that usually comes the Champions League qualification as well. But he'll want to go further. He'll want World Championship qualification. He'll want to win this trophy after becoming close on numerous occasions. He'll also be looking at his games tomorrow and thinking, okay, if I can have 12, 13 points by the time I get to round 5 or round 6, I'm already done. They'll be doing the mental maths in their head as well, constantly looking at that table. Round 6 tomorrow, when we get to it, is going to be so entertaining because everyone's going to be looking at each other's games.
And the hard part is on that, Rich, as well. Not all players will be playing at the same time.
No.
It's going to be a 3-part split for round 6.
Yeah.
Which makes it even more difficult for certain players to be watching on and hoping and praying that certain results go their way. I mean, I know we're going to be getting an update very shortly from Gravison in Game 4. I mean, I tell you what, it has been a bit of a goal fest, that one. 6 goals in it. I'm looking forward for an update.
Yeah, really intrigued. This result, this is result of the day right now. And this is performance of the day. However, Oberon...
Oh, no, he can't get past All Black, can he?
He's back on the drop tower at Winter Wonderland. He's shaking right now.
He doesn't want to be there, does he?
Absolutely not. Stomach's turning. And churning.
But out of 2 players, Rich, that are both unbeaten, you don't expect this kind of result. And we're only at half-time. Could Oberon get a goal back before the break? He can't. All Black saves today again. Wins a corner. Added time of just the 1 minute.
Delivered into the box. Johan Cruyff with the touchdown. Gets himself 1 goal before half-time and just gives himself that little bit of confidence and that little bit of belief that there might be something special in the second half coming his way.
Goal before half-time certainly will be welcome. Update over in this game as well. Nacho Abella losing. But can he pull a goal back? So important to finish out day 1 here in the LALIGA group standings with a point or at least 3 next to Real Oviedo. With that pause cue, Nacho Abella wanting to change something that he's not happy with.
Half-time starting to take shape here across our 6 final games of the day. PH in.
Cruising.
Yeah, in a good position here, isn't he?
4-1 he leads.
He's had to wait a long time to play today.
Well, we're trying to work out where Grav is, aren't we, Rich?
I am. I'm trying to spot him.
We're looking around the venue for Grav. He's meant to be... I know we're in Spain. Is he having a siesta? I know we're going late here, aren't we?
Full-blown sleep.
Oh, here he is. We've seen him. He's going to give us an update on the game that we mentioned. 7 goals. He's got updates on 7 goals. What's happened between Alberto and Jotaba?
Grav, what's been happening?
Get any wins today? So both Alberto and Jotaba need a win. I mean, if they want to be alive in the competition, but it seems like Jotaba has not found a way to score more than 1 goal. He's playing really poorly at the moment, and it seems like he could end the day with 0 points, Richard.
And that shows how quickly a year can turn by, because this time last year he was feeling good, went into the cup, got to the top 2. What's been happening this year for him?
I don't know, because he was training really good. He didn't perform as good as he did last year on the online qualifiers, but I think it all started with the game against Daniel Aguilar. 6-2 result. It was a tough defeat for him, and it just went uphill for him. It's been a tough day.
Grav, last question before we leave you. Thank you for your update. Who's been your MVP today?
Ooh, I think I gotta say Di Fernandez. That has to be the performance of the day. Not only throughout the whole day, but the match against Oberon, the way he's playing, main man.
Thank you very much, Grav, for that. They've kicked back off for the second half, so that's where we're going to be turning our attention to very shortly indeed. Grav, the man in the know. on the floor watching all the games.
Former champion, isn't he?
Absolutely.
Former LALIGA FC Pro champion. By the way, that goal he was giving, that game he was giving us an update on. There's been another goal in that game. There's been another goal over here as well. I believe that's another one for PHZ.
Let's go back to our featured match, Station 1. That's where I want to turn our attention to. They're just in a pause right now, but Oberon scored just before half-time, and he's just scored again. 4-2 now, the score.
He's coming back, isn't he?
Certainly is. And you wouldn't put it past him to turn this game around.
Especially off the first game he played as well, Richard, which he was down constantly in the game. He won it 6-5 in the end, I believe. Nacho Abaya against Flipper Cito. We can go to game 6 if we get a chance, because, I mean, last time we saw it, Flipper Cito was winning that game by a goal to nil, Rich. The Real Oviedo pro Nacho Abaya has not just turned the game on its head, he's 3-1 up, and he's quite enjoying himself.
Yeah, great timing to join that game. 63 minutes on the clock, just finds another goal and puts himself with a little bit of a cushion going into the final third of that matchup.
Well, he said earlier he felt exhausted after 2 games played. I don't know how he's feeling now. He was 1-0 down. He's 3-1 up. Nacho Abaya has already said this is his last year competing. I mean, look, make it one to remember.
Yeah, I said earlier on when I was commentating his match, maybe we're seeing something special starting to unfold here. Maybe it's the Nacho Abaya time. He's finished a runner-up before. If he was to get to that runner-up space again, his season continues, because he'll be looking at an FC Pro World Championship qualification journey with Riyadh in mind.
Maybe it's the shackles coming off of any pressure that he feels.
Absolutely. Speaking of shackles, I think that's what he's planning to do. Be a police officer.
Where did the shackles... Was that like another word for handcuffs?
Correct. Nice series switched on 8 hours in.
Wants to be a police officer, does he?
Yeah, I believe he's already done half his training.
Oh, wow.
He's going back to do the second half. PC Nacho.
Let's have a look around the other games then. PH in 5-1 he leads. That game has got 22 minutes left in it. Over in game 5, we can go over to game 5 and check out PH and see how he's getting on.
We've got a pause, so should we go in the pause?
We'll try and go over the pause. Game 5, we'll try and get over to their field.
He spoke about the magician earlier.
Is there any magic happening in that game?
He's pulled the rabbit out of the hat. 4-4 now, after trailing in that matchup.
Don't know what it does there for him in terms of the standings, though, Rich.
I don't think it moves the needle too much. But just to draw confidence going into tomorrow. He's playing Alarix right now.
6-1 as well, by the way. Is that Ika Monti that is steamrolling forward in that game?
Well, we said we'd move in the pause. It's not actually come through yet, this pause. It's a very, very good bit of possession here. Hetafe wants it, which would be Flipper Cito, but until it goes out the white lines, or a goal is awarded...
Nacho might go and do that exactly now, Rich.
There you go.
And it will go for a goal kick in a pause eventually. As we we'll jump back to our main feature game. We won't see PH in just yet. He is 5-1. He is leading. Over here now, what we mentioned Oberon getting goals back, Richard, but since we've left the game, Di Fernandez has found a 5th.
Yeah, that next goal was pivotal in this game. It was 4-1, then 4-2. If it had gone to 4-3 for Oberon, I think we might have seen a comeback, but Di Fernandez just putting that bit of space in between these two. However, what's that left on the clock? 27 minutes, 28 minutes with a little bit of injury time. There's still a lot of chances for Oberon to get back into this game. And there is his 3rd goal. 5-3 now.
5-3, and with a long 9-minute half that this is, there will be time and there will be chances. As you said, what, 25 minutes or so left in that? Updates around the games. 5-3 here, Cadiz leading. Jota Barr is on the way to a 9-2 defeat, by the way. I mean, it's been a horror show from him. Nacho Bayer 12 minutes away from a huge 3 points.
You see I've just had a quick look at we can see the Spanish broadcast just in front of us here as well. Right now, 24 points. 24 places. Sorry, he's currently 3 points on the table, but there is at least probably 9 or 10 different clubs with 3 points on the table. So, our estimation that 6 might put you through, it might be a little bit low. You might need 7 or 8 to go through into the cup, into that top 24.
And I think no one's going to be catching Hugo Sanchez as well, by the looks of it, or Polly Chris. Those two are top of the table. They've got 9 points from 9, and they've got plenty of goals behind them.
Yeah, Malaga also on 9, Sociedad on 9, and right now, Nacho Bayer on 9 as well.
Yeah, we haven't said much about him. Have you just pulled your monitor off the screen?
I think I might have.
Gameplay monitor, I think, has lost his position in there, Rich. We'll have to get someone to sort that in time for tomorrow for you.
Fixed it.
That's the table on screen there. We can see what we're speaking about. 9 points, and people have had an unbelievable day. Cadiz could also be there. What separates those teams, if you're wondering, is the numerous amounts of goals scored and conceded. The goal difference playing a huge part.
Look at that one there, 9-2. Good goal there for Di Fernandez. Once again, re-establishing that 3-goal cushion. And the time is just slipping away for Oberon to do something miraculous and force a comeback.
Hang on a second over here as well, Rich, because Flippercito has got a goal back in Game 6. 4 minutes left on that. Should we jump over to it if we can? Game 6. I think this might be one of our first ones of the round to finish, Rich. We're going to load into it as soon as we can. 6-3 over there. Cadiz pulling away the 3-goal cushion. Let's jump to Game 6.
Here we go.
We're jumping in. Flippercito, Nacho Bayer. There are 2 minutes left. And it all depends if Flippercito can win the ball back, Rich. It's Nacho Bayer in possession.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the top left there corner of that matchup. How much injury time we might get here. Let's go to it in full so we can watch it.
He's won a throw-in.
Here we go.
Here we go then. Last roll of the dice for Flippercito. He's been in this scenario before. Snatching nearly a point against Leandro Peixoto. Extra pass. Maybe. What a save. What a save from Nacho Bayer's goalkeeper there. And Nacho Bayer is going to get the 3 points here. And he's going to be 9 from 9 today. Or is he?
Hold on. Yes. 3 seconds. He had 1 second on the clock. The referee's playing the throw.
Oh, no. Chance. Flippercito cuts it back. Goal! Flippercito has just snatched the point.
Flipping brilliant from Flippercito. He relishes the main stage, that man.
You would have thought he won the game with that celebration. But it's a point, and it could be a huge point. Nacho's goalkeeper saved him moments before, but he couldn't save him that time.
And Nacho Bayer's perfect streak comes to a close. He will not be on 9 points after play today. Flippercito stealing 2 away from Nacho Bayer. And what a way for Flippercito to end his day 1.
He said on the desk of us, Nacho, 7 points was kind of the goal, was kind of the estimate that he wanted to get. What could have and should have been is not to be the case. And Flippercito has just picked up a big...
That'll feel like a win for him. That will absolutely feel like a win.
He'll be wanting to play round 4 right now.
And I tell you what, with Flippercito, he is, maybe out of all the players here today, in this La Liga FC Pro, one of the most momentum-based players we've got. If he starts feeling confident and starts playing well, and feels as though, not just saying it, but actually feels it in his gameplay, that he is one of the best players in the world.
Oh, he's got huge inner confidence, hasn't he?
He can do some real special things. It's when he's not feeling great and he's not playing well, you also see him losing heavily.
We're about to conclude this one. I mean, speaking of players that are not going to get 9 points, by the way, Obron being on that list as well. He's only going to end the day on 6 points from 9.
Certainly one to watch, isn't he, tomorrow for Flippercito. Every game he has is box office, and I can't wait to see him come back tomorrow and try and make that top 16. He's a serial top 16 player, by the way. I think every time he's played this tournament, the La Liga FC Pro, he's finished top 16. Nacho Abella has finished the game and he's already on his way out of the venue. I've just seen him
just grabbed his bag and he's off.
Yeah.
He would have thought, and absolutely, that he should have ended the day with 9 points. And I thought he very nearly did. Di Fernandez, though, Gravison called him his MVP of the day, and he's going to be on 9 points. He's going to be very much in the top 8. Full-time results around the grounds. PH in huge 7-3 win.
This is a statement win for Di Fernandez. 7-3, wrapped up in a nice little bow, and it puts him on 9 points. Almost guaranteed to be in the cup, you would say. But he's got a real good chance at going all the way into that top 8 and making the finals. Seeing a little bit of drama from behind us here in station number 3. We're trying to figure out and put the pieces together what's actually happened here. It looks like the magician might.
He just pulled a trick out. He's one of the 2 French players that are here, and I think he might have just snatched himself 3 points in that game. 8-2 PA's in.
Dominant.
I mean, the scorelines in this last round have been ridiculous.
7-3, 8-2. We had a big one as well. Coming in, just big results, big performances late in the day as well. PH was here about, what, 12 noon? It's now, what, 10 o'clock local time? Yeah. And he's still going strong.
And he was the last player
He had to wait 4 hours to play.
Out of the 37 clubs, 36 played 3 rounds. PH didn't, but it didn't faze him at all.
No,
I thought he could have, but that wasn't to be the case. First time in the Liga FC Pro, and guess what? Richard, you said there was 200 and something games played. I don't know how many goals there were. If someone does know, do let us know. But we are going to include it here from the commentary desk for now. We're going to pass over to Nicole and the guys to close out what has been an enthralling day one here back in Barcelona.
Yeah, it's been a brilliant day, hasn't it, boys? How are you feeling right now?
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Tired.
Yeah, a lot of goals, a lot of last-minute winners as well. Last-minute equalisers we saw from Flippercito, celebrating as he did, because he knows how much it means, though. That extra point could be the difference.
To be honest, last year, he did it up the first day with 0 points.
0 points.
Yes.
It's a success.
So, yeah, he'll be walking away
one more
today.
point.
Yeah,
it's an extra point.
This is all right.
Yeah.
We did hear him very loudly. Of course, it is Flippercito. What else do you expect? And unfortunately for Nacho, we could also see what it meant for him. And it's a shame because he's had a really good day. And we know that he's trying to really enjoy this season, it being his last season competing. But, Grav, he seemed really frustrated in the end there.
I was sitting over there at the players' lounge, and he just ran into the players' lounge and started throwing the controller around. And he kept repeating that he didn't know how to game manage in this game.
Right.
Which is something that, of course, when you don't train during the whole year and maybe you're playing good, but there's something missing. Always there's something missing. So for me, for example, it used to be the attack. When I didn't play as much, my offense was really poor. For Nacho, for example, is the game management.
Yeah. Here we are looking at the highlights from this featured game. A big game, Di Fernandez versus Oberon, both of them really wanting a win here so they could get 9 points, 3 wins from 3 here today. A brilliant start from Di Fernandez. I mean, look like Oberon had no chance, Ryan.
Yeah, Oberon, I'll be honest, that opening 45 minutes, I know he scored just before half-time, but he was getting dragged about. Di Fernandez was performing on a different level. Honestly, one of the best performances we've seen today. Because if you consider the level of opponent as well, I think you might even say that is the best. He was resounding against Oberon. He made him look amateur.
Yeah, he's got 9 points now, 3 wins from 3, and I feel like maybe he's slightly gone under the radar as well, a little bit here today, but he'll be absolutely buzzing, won't
Sorry
he?
to interrupt you there. He always does that, though.
Yeah.
Di Fernandez.
Yes.
He's just sort of just glides. You don't even notice him until he's in the top 8, and you're thinking, hold on a minute.
You're like,
where's he come from? Yeah, he always does that. Someone else that also went under the radar is Hugo Sanchez.
Hugo
Sanchez,
for sure.
Oh, my goodness.
He was there in Atlanta.
Yeah.
He was there. He qualified for Atlanta, and he was playing really well. And he's here now, 9 points out of 9 points possible. And the last thing that I want to say, because Emilio Butragueño was used in only 3 teams.
Yeah.
Nico, 9 points out of 9 points.
Oh, okay. I
Di
see where
Fernandez,
you're going.
9 points out of 9 points. Nathan, 6 out of 9.
Okay, so it's almost perfect. It could have been, because he did last minute against Tuga as well, but yeah, maybe that's the key.
I might go home like
Yeah,
Butragueño.
literally, yeah.
What about Alberto? Ryan, I know you're a fan of his. I mean, a big win, 12-3 that we just saw, made it look easy. Talk to me about him.
I knew he scored goals, but that is resounding as well. 12 goals is unbelievable at this level. He's been performing well in those online cash cups. He's been consistent. So it's no surprise for me that he's doing well. Same with Twitch Poly Chris, obviously he's a streamer as well, but that's his name online. He's somebody that, again, performs well, highly ranked in the European West leaderboard. So it goes to show that, I guess, practice makes perfect.
Same against Danny 9-2. I mean, destroyed him.
Yeah, PH Zin. Great to see him here in Spain, in Barcelona. First time playing in a La Liga tournament. And he started off well. I mean, we spoke to him earlier on and, we were talking about the fact that, and you'll both know from a player perspective, he was the last player to play his game. He'd been here for hours watching everyone. And it's probably a lot to take in as well. And then it's finally his turn to play. But Grav, he did well.
He did really well. He only played 2 games, but he won both of them.
Yep.
And I would say, because when he ended this interview, he was just passing by, and he told us the worst part or the toughest part of the day for him was doing the interviews in Spanish, because he's learning Spanish and tried to speak in Spanish.
Yeah.
Then he came here, did it in English, and then went to his coach and speak in Portuguese. So he's trying everything.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect it.
And I mean, he was speaking to us so well. I saw him speaking to some of the team actually in Spanish. I mean, fair play to him. I absolutely rate that. Shall we have a look at the standings then? How things are looking after day 1 here in Barcelona. Dia uno. No, Graf, that was terrible, wasn't it? Day 1?
No, dia uno.
Yeah, it worked.
It was good. It was terrible, we gotta say, for Real Racing Club, Celta, Elche and Espanyol. That's Raoni, that's Andoni, that's Jotava, and that's Dani Navarrete.
Right at the bottom there, 0 points. Oh.
It's just the worst way of ending the day, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
To play 3 games, lose every single one.
You look back at the day and you just think,
what happened?
What even happened? Because, as a player, even if you may not have gone into a tournament practicing the best, you may have lost most of your practice games, you still have that belief, thinking, you know what, anything can happen. You look back and just think, whoa. Minus 19 goal difference as well.
Oh.
Nothing to hang into.
You got nothing to even look. I wouldn't even be looking forward to tomorrow.
Would you be sleeping tonight? Like, how would you guys have coped? I mean,
are you asking about me? The thing is,
I wouldn't sleep good.
I've matured a lot over the years since I've stopped competing.
Yeah.
I was a big baby when I played. Like, if I was 0-3, I'm not even joking. There could be a world in which my bag's packed. I put the padlock on. I might be going home. Seriously, I'm not even joking. I was a baby. I would have
Okay,
left.
I'm quite surprised at that, actually.
Now I'm a lot better now. I've matured a lot, if I do say so myself, but I would have been devastated.
But it must be hard to cope with the emotions, the ups and downs, and the frustrations of these tournaments and how some of these games go. I mean, we saw it with Nicholas, and like we were saying, it must have seemed quite strange to some of the audience watching, because they're like, wait, hold on, have we got this right? Because he's won all his games today, but he is fuming at himself.
That's competition, and of course you're always maturing and stuff. But Daniel Aguilar he's our age, and he did lose the last couple of matches. And I told him, "Hey, are you okay? How are you?" "No, it's okay. I'm mature, so now I'm in a much better position." Yeah. Okay, no worries. We'll talk in a bit. Just goes the other way, turns around. I'm fuming, man. I'm fuming. I can't handle this. I'm fuming.
You took a step forward, you know. I really did.
Oh, well, it's been a brilliant day, hasn't it? I can't wait to see what we've got in store tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be some big shocks as well. Graf, Ryan, thank you so much. Pleasure as always. Richard and Brandon, you too, wherever you are in the studio. That is it from us here in Barcelona, but we will be back here tomorrow for more action. We'll see you there. Bye-bye.